today's fast-paced world, where everything seems to change by the minute, have you ever felt like things are just moving too fast? Maybe yesterday you were learning how to use a new app, and today a more advanced technology has already taken its place. Are the things you learned in school really enough to carry you through the rest of your life? Can you be sure the skills you currently have won't be replaced by machines or artificial intelligence? If those questions leave you feeling even a little uneasy, then you may be standing at the beginning of one of life's most important journeys, the journey of lifelong learning. This isn't just another trendy catchphrase. It's the golden key to taking control of your future and living a life of true meaning. Lifelong learning is not a burden. It's a continuous journey of discovery, a journey of learning about yourself, exploring the world, and constantly updating to a better version of who you are. It begins the moment we start asking questions as children, continues through our years in school, but it truly takes shape, becomes deeper and more intentional once we enter adulthood. That's when book knowledge alone is no longer enough to solve the real-world problems we face. Learning doesn't have a finish line. It doesn't end with a diploma. It's an ongoing process, a stream of growth made up of daily experiences, mistakes, lessons, and moments of insight. In this era, where change is the only constant, lifelong learning is more critical than ever. We live in a time when technology evolves at lightning speed. The skills that are considered hot today can become obsolete within just a few years, or even months. Take the tech industry, for example. Developers who once specialized in Flash, once the gold standard for building websites in the early 2000s, can barely find any use for that skill today. Similarly, in marketing, traditional skills like print advertising or direct mail are being rapidly replaced by digital marketing, SEO, AI content, and data analytics. If you don't keep up, you won't just fall behind. You'll become invisible to the job market. That's why lifelong learning acts like a compass in the middle of this storm of change. It doesn't just help you keep up, it empowers you to adapt. People who understand how to learn, those who know how to find the right information, filter it, and apply it, are the ones who maintain their freedom and flexibility. In a world where old jobs are disappearing and new careers haven't even been named yet, the ability to learn quickly, learn flexibly, and learn effectively has become the new currency of survival. Beyond adaptation, lifelong learning is a powerful tool for creating new opportunities and advancing your career. The job market today no longer sees a college degree as the only indicator of competence. Employers now look for problem-solving skills, teamwork, communication, and especially the ability to self-learn, meaning you don't need someone holding your hand. Just look at top companies like Google, Apple, or Tesla. They're open to hiring people without college degrees, as long as you can prove you've got the real-world skills and the drive to grow. A great example is Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He failed university entrance exams multiple times and had no background in tech, but his relentless pursuit of learning and ability to adapt helped him build one of China's most powerful companies. Lifelong learning also supports your growth as a whole person. It goes far beyond just career development. Life isn't just about your job. We have passions, families, communities, and an inner world that needs to be nourished. When you learn a new language, you don't just improve your resume, you open doors to new cultures and ways of thinking. When you learn how to play music, paint, or cook, you're expanding your emotional landscape and enriching your everyday experience. Many people find their true joy not by earning more money, but by discovering a skill that gets them into a flow state, a deep focus that brings inner fulfillment. This is especially true for those over 40, when promotions may no longer be the priority, and the search for meaning becomes more important than climbing the ladder. Lifelong learning is also one of the best ways to keep your brain agile and healthy. Numerous scientific studies show that learning new things, especially later in life, helps reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and slows cognitive decline. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning to code, or simply figuring out how to use a new app on your phone, each activity creates new neural connections in your brain. One great example is Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, one of Japan's longest-living physicians. He continued writing books and giving lectures well into his 100s. He believed that his constant curiosity and never-ending desire to learn kept him vibrant and full of life. From a practical standpoint, lifelong learning is also a powerful tool that helps you proactively face everyday personal challenges. For example, when you learn about personal finance, you gain the ability to make smart investments, avoid bad debt, and build a sustainable financial foundation. When you study nutrition, you can improve not just your own health, but also your family's well-being. When you explore topics like psychology or nonviolent communication, you gain the tools to handle conflict at home or in the workplace with empathy and effectiveness. We don't learn just to know, we learn to live better. Another important point that's often overlooked: learning can be a deep source of joy. Unlike our school years, where learning was often tied to grades and pressure, adult learning is a voluntary choice, and that makes all the difference. You learn because you want to, not because you have to. That sense of agency makes learning deeply satisfying, a kind of joy that lasts. Think back to the feeling of fixing something around the house on your own for the first time, writing a paragraph in a new language, or finally understanding a difficult concept in a book. That quiet sense of triumph, when no one else is watching, is powerful. It can make you smile for the rest of the day. Beyond personal growth, the spirit of lifelong learning helps build a more responsible next generation. Children don't just learn from what we say, they learn from what we do. When a child sees their parents reading at night, learning a new skill, or adapting to new circumstances with a growth mindset, they come to understand that learning is something you carry with you throughout life. Imagine a household where parents are learning how to invest, experimenting with a new recipe, and telling their kids, "We're learning just like you are." That sends a strong message. Learning doesn't stop with age. In a world full of misinformation and noise, a mindset that values curiosity, critical thinking, and openness to new ideas becomes a vital shield for future generations. In the end, lifelong learning isn't just a trendy movement or a dry educational slogan. It's the foundation of a proactive, meaningful, and resilient life. It ensures you don't get left behind in a rapidly changing world, while also unlocking the inner doors to becoming your best self. The journey of learning is the journey of growing, of stepping outside your comfort zone, making mistakes, adjusting, and improving. It's a never-ending path, but every step is worth it. So, where will you begin? Maybe it's picking up a book you've been meaning to finish. Maybe it's an online course on a skill you've always wanted to try. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you admire for a conversation. Or maybe it's as simple as asking yourself, "What did I learn today?" Because lifelong learning doesn't live in classrooms. It doesn't require a syllabus. It lives in your choices, today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life. I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button. It might seem like a small thing, but because of how the YouTube algorithm works, videos with more likes tend to get shown to more people. So your like really helps this video reach others who might need it too. And if you find my content valuable, consider subscribing. It really helps more people discover it. Thanks for watching, and I wish you and your family good health and peace. See you in the next video.